Good evening, welcome back to the Let's Play. The video audio sounds a little bit funky. I hope that I'm not doing anything wrong by recording all of these and then just putting them up there. But that's a 2 weeks ago thing. If you're watching this, you figured out 2 weeks ago that it sounds funny. So I hope it sounds good. I'm just gonna continue recording. I've gone pretty damn far for one recording session. This is still the night of the first recording where I started this game. And now we're on level 3 Cushy Cloud, and it's gorgeous. This one seems a lot less easy to read into. It looks like we're going to spend a lot of time on the ground, actually. There's the beautiful water before another beautiful mountain range covered in clouds, and pine trees, and rock. Maybe this is the least standout-ish. Oh, no. No, the clouds are worked very organically into this. I was going to say, we've got a lot of exposure to the new abilities that I mentioned. Metal, Animal, and Bubble have all gotten a lot of time, which I appreciate because I don't remember them from when I was a kid very much, but I've liked them all, I've used them all, and we've got to show off what makes Squeak Squad specifically. Oh, okay, there we go. You're also cool, but I'm a bit more comfortable in this mode. Yeah! So it looks like the clouds are going to be a part of our day. And they're very nice and very retro almost. And what the colors makes me think of like old Kirby. I'm just going to keep stunning. So that was a action movie sequence. Or what is that called in anime? When you put all of your budget into like 10 seconds of really good action. There's a word for that. Yeah, somehow, like, maybe if I was playing Amazing Mirror, or maybe if I hadn't played Amazing Mirror so damn much in my life, the backgrounds would hit me more. I mean, the backgrounds always do hit me in Amazing Mirror, but something about these last 3 levels and just, like, the consistency of vibe they've all had is just jumping out to me. It's such a nice Squeak Squad vibe I'm catching on to. That would be the laser. I guess we should show it off and stop our rampage of terror. Because it's actually really cool, too. And it's kind of rare. And anxious. Cautious. Come back! Laser hat. Optical weapon armed. It's rumored to be a bigger beam than it used to be. Wonder if that's true. Cutie dip. Does it matches our color? I wonder if we're gonna get more colors today. I guess we probably will. It just bounces off of things that are made for it to bounce off. That's actually pretty fun. This, like, Cupid feels better than it did in Amazing Mirror. I mean, it's hard, like, I've talked about, in my little preview videos where I was getting ready for this, I contextualized those games a bit. Because there just weren't that many mainline Kirby games in the 2000s. The big one was at the end of the 90s. It was Kirby 64. And I didn't play that because I started gaming with the end of the Game Boys, Game Boy SP, and the GameCube. And there was no mainline Kirby on the GameCube because what they were working on just like kept getting pushed back or something. It just didn't happen. And it ended up being Kirby Return to Dreamland, which is on the Wii. And the start of the modern era, as I would call it, or the teens, is also equally valid. But yeah, you could really feel the lack of a console Kirby during those years. These mobile ones are really good. There's a remake of like the first one, or the one that isn't numbered. You know, there's like Kirby's Dream Land, Kirby's Adventure 1 through 3. One of them has 3 of them. The one that didn't have 3 of them, I think, got remade on the Game Boy. And I also played that, and it's probably same like vibe as these two. Sprite work, that kind of thing, mobile. Ooh, thought. See if burning still works. Yeah! Regrettably, I lost my copy. It might be on here. That might be a really short Let's Play someday if I play it. But that's a remake. That was on the Game Boy Advance, and then the other Game Boy Advance one was Dreamland. I mean, Amazing Mirror, which I reference every 2 minutes in this Let's Play. But, Those two were the Game Boy ones, and Amazing Mirror was very non-traditional, because it didn't have levels. And a Kirby game hadn't had levels in a long time when this game came out, and a lot of people I think looked over it because it wasn't as like fun and innovative in Metroidvania as Dreamland fucking Mirror game. It wasn't a remake of a classic either. Spark Scroll! So this is green, purple or grape it's called. The blue puzzle piece. I'll go grape. But grape. Here we are. And I can't quite think of what the Spark Scroll is gonna be. Let's go figure it out if we find the spark. Unexpected beach land? It's funny that the beach land is like the last in this little sequence. Like it's like the final world from what it looks like. This is kind of going. This is like the normal beach music, but it's like it's got something else is going on here. But the issue I've mentioned is that super popular non-traditional Game Boy game, probably vaguely popular remake of the old one on the Game Boy, and then really popular remake of a really popular game on the DS with Superstar Ultra. So this was the only traditional new Kirby game in all of the 2000 teens, so it's like a very lonely game, you know. There were so many new traditional ones in the 2010s. I mean, the aughts. It was the only one in the aughts, because everything was like either a remake or really experimental. And then there's also Epic Yarn, which was popular. When I was a kid, it was like Epic Yarn, Squeak Squad, those were the like popular. I mean, Epic Yarn, Superstar Ultra were the popular ones, so this always got overshadowed. What was I saying? Well, I mean, those sprite work games were fantastic, and they were what I grew up with, and that's what I'm playing now. And I'm appreciating the vibe of this one a lot. It's very atmospheric. In addition to having cake and mice and things, of course, and bubbles. Boxy, you're so cute and exciting. What do? Do you give me something? You shoot out small versions of yourself. Oh. I kind of like purple. I like grape and ice together. And what do you do? Magic! No, this actually isn't even a gimmick. I don't even know if this is an old ability. This might even be new. Gather around and look closely. Nothing in my hand, nothing in my sleeve. I have got a pretty complicated moveset. I got doves. I got cards. I think I'm gonna like those. And I got that guy, who I think is colored for me. That's really pretty. The purple. There's doves, but I like the yellow and the purple. I think that varies with each break. I think I'm gonna like the cards quite a lot. So this is like a class ability. This is kind of what I was talking about. I'm assuming Magician had existed before this. I can't really place it in any other game besides this, honestly, but it's classic, like, okay, let's make a really complicated ability. Let's, like, give them something for moving, and a little fun thing, and, like, a strong move, you know? It's not simple. I think there's other versions of Magician that's just, like, a random wheel you get one thing off of. Like, this specific Magician is very interesting. Oh, I could have used my clown on that. Oh, we're going. Eat cards, honestly. What did this do? That's like a full redirect. Oh, was it over? Is it already over? Okay. That's fast. That was moving wicked fast. That's glowing. Do they always glow? Star seals? What the fuck's a star seal? We got music and a star seal, and it says collect them for a surprise, question mark? There's so many! Collect them all. Collect all those, right? Collect all the ghost tiles, whatever that is. Collect all the puzzle pieces. Collect all the boss keys. There's so many. Collect all the heart. The hearts make sense. Stars. They look important, I'll say, compared to all the other collectibles we have. Cutter? It's in my pocket? Okay. Yeah, cutter. I love the elemental cutters in God, Purple Magician looks sexy. That's great. I love the elemental cutters and star allies a lot. Because star allies gave like 5 elements for like everything. Like everything almost. Everything that was like physical and you could hold. This one is like a really baby version of that. There's just 3 elements and it's just bomb, sword, and just bomb, sword actually. But cutter totally would have been 3rd, you know? Because it's just like, you know, you can easily add elements to it. I really like that little yellow flourish. I really like my big hat. Wow, we're up there now. Pillars in the sky! There's more of those pillars in the sky thought I was noticing. I really like that detail. A little waterfall in there. This is kind of running water. I'll drink this. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. No! Oh no. I wasn't born to suffer. That was really funny. I've never hung onto a invincible candy and like had the choice as to when I want to use it before. Oh, I guess I have to. Ooh, so cool! That's so cool that they gave it that. So this is cutting attribute. I guess maybe they vaguely planned these levels to also be played with Magician. Oh, I want to cut you. Yeah, you're not getting anywhere. Oh, I'm pretty full. I'll drop an umbrella. I want October. Come to die. Come to die. I can never manage those like green grabby things. Oh. Thoughts? Hey, there's ways to do things. Good luck getting here. Oh. Look at this wall of sand. I'm kind of trapped with you, eh? I'm just gonna fight you with my cards. I'm gonna eat your food too. I'm gonna heal off too. Sorry. Sorry about the birds. I can't really get any of that food. Oh! I guess that might have been worth it in the end. Hand over. More. Hamburger. If you exploded, that'd be good for me. There we go. 3. That's probably fine. Grape looks great. The magic, the grape, that was a vibe that we tapped into. So we've got a secret, oh yes, of course, the secret map, a map to a secret place, part of a ghost medal, and part of a puzzle piece. We've got like 5 things going. Kirby's a ghost? You hate to see it. Oh, okay. It's always funny mechanics for like jumping or falling and that giving you a moment of like invincibility and also damage. Like we noticed with the high jump puzzle that I like cheesed out with fire in the first episode. Oh, I gotta retire from my magic days, I think. I noticed that you only had like head breaking ability for like a certain amount of your initial like jumping off the ground, which is like such a weird physics thing, but made a difference. my god, fire beats cloud. That's fine. Also, that there was a puzzle. These are always little puzzles. This music slaps. Wow, okay. Yeah, sometimes like give you fuses and you have to light them. That's like a staple for some reason across like every single game. No, I hope I don't. Oh my gosh. Hope I don't need metal. I'm gonna tap my mystery and see what it does. It is spark. Oh, I got a Kirby bit. Now I got 2 Kirby bits. I can destroy this? Yeah. Oh, what are you? You might be throw. I might actually mess with you, but I like my fire. Wow! The sun. Yeah, definitely like a pillar to the sky, this rock thing. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, look at that. That's hidden for a reason? Question mark? Yes, it is. Is it? Is it though? Oh my gosh. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not actually gonna mess around down there too hard. This is more my speed. This is my kind of hidden thing. Oh, UFO! Oh, cool. This is not a common ability. Look at that, you can see space a little bit. Even though we're underground, probably. Oh, a little space. Oh, I got a spit. And there's 3 Kirby. I like the little cloud guy, it's been in a few levels now. More Kirby bits. This is a nice level. Oh. Thoughts on that falling to its demise. Oh. Thoughts on your demise. What? How do I get over there? This is precarious. Yeah, so squeaks and cake aside, there are really some defining parts of this game, such as destroyable materials like this cloud and this off sand. That's very satisfying to destroy, and also like really well tying in the atmosphere of each level with its background thing. Like these background things have really just been blowing me away. Like, what am I about to do? I know what I'm about to do. No, baby. That sucks. I always feel like I'm like almost interacting. Look at that ray of light right there. That like ray coming off that sunlight. Like, I feel like I'm so connected to the background arts, even though I already liked them before in other games that had them. That was interesting maneuvering. That was some janky fire mechanics. This golden building. Jesus. I don't really know what I was supposed to do right there. Like what order I was supposed to do that in. Maybe I was supposed to like not press the first bomb, but I can't quite work how I would have gotten in there and gotten the treasure chest. Not losing. I'm full of vengeance. Thank you, burning. Oh, I've got UFO too. Ouch. Bye. Yeah, and we've always got this little Western Mass, rural America, Americana, Bob Ross looking background. Lavender. Oh, we got a secret level. Lavender, not to be confused with grape. Lavender. I physically couldn't tell the difference. Oh, okay, that one does have a reddish hue to it. This one's a bit softer, more of an ochre color. This is like there's so many levels that are tree-ish and Amazing Mirror. We've also had this tree background a few times. Okay, that's fun. Well, I'm gonna have some fun actually. So I've been hanging on to this. This is a crazy ability. Wow, I'm so lucky I copied a UFO. I can do 4 moves. It all depends on how long you hold B. We can do a beam whip, we can do a laser, we can do a big laser, we can do a huge laser, and then there is a scroll. This is adorable. This was hidden like very deep in Amazing Mirror. It's always like a secret kind of ability. And we can't go down ladders with it, so that's regrettable. Look at you, little charge. That's a very cute noise. Your little eyes. You're perfect. Oh no. This is truly regrettable. Our time with UFO may have been really, really short. Maybe we'll fall down. Don't be like this. Poor UFO. I could have used you in such a better time. How do I enjoy you best? I guess I'll just fuck around with you for a bit, because I kinda gotta get let go. Clear this out. You're just trapped up here. Never forget UFO, and the untimely and unfortunate waste of her beautiful, precious life. Goodbye, UFO. You are a gift. We'll see you again now. Now we've got little UFO. So I've got the scroll for you now. And it is just a stronger beam. That's really not what I thought it was going to be. I was gonna say, I have no ability to break all of that on my own. Ooh! This is this song. Is this also a remix of like Butter Building? I'm just gonna keep walking. Oh, you're in here. That's kind of cool. Oh! Don't hit that. Good boy. So this guy has like ninja themes to him. He's like the fast one. There's on Google Images, one of the first results whenever I look for Sweet Squad art for like assets for this is an image of that specific mouse, and it just says like gender. It has like gender question mark. Like it's like something about like I don't know what gender I am. And like I don't read that mouse as like androgynous at all. It looks like masculine to me. Where did I lose a chest? Whatever. I'll have a very fun catch-up episode in Cushy Cloud someday. But I guess for somebody, specifically the person who made that, there's a big question of gender with that mouse. So if you're non-binary and relate with that mouse, smash that like button and subscribe, and we're gonna see them a lot more. Can I touch that? Ooh, I can. Ooh, this is some Celeste vibes. Oh, that's so cool. This does have Celeste vibes. This music's kind of going too, which is also Celeste vibes. This is cool. This is a unique mechanic. I remember this so vaguely from like my childhood now. Ooh, we've got all kinds of electricity on deck. I got the spark bit, but I'll save this as long as I can. I really like the little hat for beam. I wonder if I could be doing damage to all this cloud stuff right now if I had fire. That thing is way outpricing me. Fucking hell, I was so close. What? Okay, is level 5 always like a 2-second like aesthetic thing? I'm running that again right now. To leave with no treasure chests is truly to a hard privilege. So I'm racing it, and I kind of wish that I had fire in general. Oh! Yeah, going slightly too far down, super dangerous. And like inhaling things in the air, there's so many ways to die doing that. But what's my stretch roll? Charge! Oh my god, I guess this kind of does have plasma in it now. Yeah, you mash your buttons and you charge. Not that fast, but... tap? What do you mean tap? I'm not charging that well. I'm mashing the D-pad now, and it's not really doing anything either. What do I do? It looks really cool when you charge it. Like, really cool. I'm not worthy. I'm not gonna think about that today. I've never been crazy about Spark. I don't like having to just stand in one place and use it. I very much like things I can move with. I'm gonna mix these two friends. I got Cupid, that's not exactly fast. I got another umbrella. How do I catch you? No! Die. This is a regrettable thing. Eventually you have to start throwing yourself at the ground if you want a second chance at doing something at the moment. Why do I have to be like frame perfect in order to catch this cloud? Oh no. Nice! That's way too hard. I guess that's not a complaint. Tremendous roll. I wonder what that is. And here we have our boss for the cloud. Another episode, another entire world. Yeah, I can eat this. Okay, I'm gonna go with my tornado now that it's been upgraded. You are... Oh! You now have the ability to be lit on fire. Oh my god! That's him! That's like the man. That's the head that speaks large. This song slaps! You're like a mechanical Krakow, aren't you? I'm letting these bosses don't have names. I would call it like Mecha Krakow. It's just not crazy on the mecha elements. You have to like look and realize it's like made out of smog or steam or something. The song slaps. It's such like a motif. Oh, it was you! Oh, this is sick! This is sick! And of course I died! This is not my forte. This is a really cool fight. Okay. Oh my god. I'm gonna use my umbrella. I probably should have saved it, is what I realized. Oh. I probably want this. Oh, high jump. Probably can't do what I want to do. I want to save this for when the floor is gone. That seems to be a thing. Oh, random? Cool. Oh, that's a huge thing. Bring it. Plate you in the air. Oh, no, I won't! Oh my god, I already did. Okay, that's so fine. You like one health? Oh! Okay. I just will be less erratic this time. And I won't make an umbrella dependent strategy for it. I guess Tornado would be fun. This would be the situation in which to use Tornado. One hit. Oh my gosh, oh, it's different layouts. I like this one significantly less. Oh! No! Oh, I'm running out of lives. So yeah, a big problem is if you're just over the ground and you get hit. I mean, you're over where there's not ground and you can't move, you die. That's just how gravity kills you. Must confess to be enjoying Tornado more than I normally do. That's actually pretty sick. No! No more Tornado. I do have one in my pocket though, and this is much more comfortable than before. Don't need ground, and I am also in the air. Well, thank you. That was just a quality of life improvement. Oh, can't shield. I'm coming for you. You're coming for me. I like the way it's like deploying these enemies. I didn't realize. No! That sucked. That sucked. That one felt way worse than the other deaths. Oh my god, I guess I was at the point where I couldn't push myself up anymore, and I was headed down. I think at the end of the tornado you can't control your direction or go up anymore. Maybe not. Maybe I was just getting too far down and I wasn't thinking about it. That's not where you're probably supposed to die in this fight. Like, generally curve falling isn't the problem with Kirby. Because you're less, like, erratic than I am, and you know that you can float forever. Oh shit, I had to lose it! Oh, I often say that, like, a random difficulty spike of, like, extreme proportions in a game is a sign that I'm overthinking something. I think, in this case, it's just, like, maybe being shocked shouldn't kill you. Can't pretend I'm not like vibing with this though. I'm like actually enjoying this. I would like to touch ground before you destroy the ground. You're kidding me! 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 I will never never have tornado for the second part comfortably. I was at like last hit that time when it was 5 lives. I was at last hit with him. This is also safe. Much safer by comparison. Yeah, you can fly forever. There's no need to die. This is just... This would be the life if I could get it. No, I can't. That'd be so fun if I was launching myself to jump right now. Oh yeah, this is it. This is such a good boss fight. I mean, it's also like broken a little bit. It's also like fundamentally broken because he keeps accidentally killing you with things that probably shouldn't just be instant death. Like being hit by an electric move when we are in transition between stages. But it's so cool. This is it for you. One more move, and I'm gonna... Over! Very cool. Very cool, Squeak Squad. Aw. You'll get me next time. That was a production. Alright! Well, that's our 3rd world in a row, and I deserve to go make dinner. I recorded almost half of this game in one sitting. That was crazy. So forecast. There's not that much extra stuff after this, unless I'm mistaken. I think that this will be a 9 or 10 episode series. I think that I would be shocked if I made it beyond 10. Oh, he found his cake. But I'm gonna put these out. I'm gonna see how janky the audio is. I'm sorry if they've been janky for the last 3 episodes. I really liked all the recordings that I did, so I'm not gonna go and redo them. This is another long one like the first one, so maybe I will end up cutting it down, because I've gotten a little bit comfortable with this approaching the 40-minute mark thing, but I might end up wanting to split the levels into 2 once they get harder, which I'm assuming they're going to. These have all been walks in the park, so... I mean, I would like to make it a 13-episode series because I like that number, and that's how many title cards I made, but that's not quite what I'm thinking anymore. But that was our first 3 worlds and our first 3 episodes, and when you're seeing this, it'll be April soon. I'm proud of myself. I just got my whole March done for recording, which is dope. I can go do other things. I can go apply for jobs and be free from that maybe when I come back to finish this Let's Play. But chill, this was really, really fun. This is my first sitting doing a non-RPG Let's Play. And it was a fucking treat, so let's see how it settles once I'm editing it. So see you next week. I'm sure I'll be back for episode 4.